तानि सर्वाणि saṁyamya yukta āsīta mat-paraḥ Vaśe indriyāṇi tasya prajñā pratiṣṭhitā. In this verse, Lord Krishna advises Arjuna to control his senses and focus his mind on the divine. When a person masters their senses, such as not being easily distracted by the desires or temptations, they become wise and remain steady in their understanding. This verse teaches that the true wisdom comes when we have control over our desires and thoughts, staying focused on a higher purpose or goal. By practicing self-discipline, we can keep our mind calm and make better decisions. Dhyāyate viṣayān puṁsaḥ saṅgas teṣūpajāyate Saṅgāt sañjāyate kāmaḥ krodho bhijāyate. This verse explains how desires and negative emotions grow within us. When we focus too much on worldly things like objects, wealth, or pleasures, we become attached to them. This attachment leads to desires, and if those desires are not fulfilled, we become frustrated and angry. It teaches that we should be mindful of our thoughts and not let desires control us, as they can lead to negative emotions like anger and stress. Staying focused and not overly attached to material things helps maintain peace of mind. Krodhat bhavati sammohas sammohat smritivibhramaha smritibhranshada buddhinasho buddhinashat pranashyati. This verse teaches the harmful effects of anger. When we get angry, our mind becomes confused. This confusion causes us to forget what is right and wrong. As a result, our ability to think clearly is destroyed. Without clear thinking, we make bad choices, which can lead to failure or downfall in life. The message is to control anger before it leads to bigger problems, helping us stay calm and make better decisions. Ragadvesha viyuktaistu viṣayān indriyāṇi atmavaśyairvidheyatma prasadam-adhigacchati. This verse explains that a person who can control their desires and dislikes, like attachment and aversion, will find inner peace. By mastering their senses and staying balanced, they won't be pulled toward things that make them overly happy or sad. When we remain calm and in control, even in challenging situations, we achieve mental peace and clarity, which leads to a harmonious life. Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasyopajāyate prasanna cetaso yashu buddhih paryavatiṣṭhate. This verse says that when a person achieves inner peace, all their troubles and worries disappear. When the mind is calm and balanced, it helps them think clearly and make wise decisions. A peaceful mind is not easily disturbed by difficulties, and this calmness brings true happiness and understanding. So by staying serene, we can overcome any suffering. Nasti buddhirayuktasya nachayuktasya bhavana nachabhavayatas shantar ashantasya kutas sukham. This verse explains that a person who is not focused or connected to their inner self cannot have clear thinking. Without focus, there is no peace in the mind, and without peace, true happiness is impossible. Inner calm and focus are essential to experience joy and contentment in life. Indriyāṇam hi charatāṃ yanmanno nuvidhīyate tadasya harati prajñāṃ vāyurnāvamivāmbhasi. This verse highlights how our senses like sight, sound and touch are constantly seeking different things in the world. If the mind chases after these distractions, it loses control, just like a boat being tossed around by the wind. Without control over the senses, a person's wisdom and understanding get swayed away. This teaches us that focusing and controlling our senses is essential to stay calm and wise. Tasmādyasya mahābāho nigrihītāni sarvaṣah indriyāṇi indriyārthebhyas tasya prajñā pratiṣṭhitā. In this verse, Lord Krishna tells Arjuna that true wisdom comes when a person gains full control over their senses. If someone can stop their senses from running after worldly pleasures and distractions, their mind becomes stable and they can make clear decisions. Just like a strong tree that stays firm despite the wind, a person with controlled senses can maintain wisdom and peace. It teaches us the importance of self-control for mental clarity and inner strength.
या निशा सर्वभूतानां तस्यां जागर्ति संयमी यस्यां जागृति भूतानि सा निशा पश्यतो मुनेः.
This verse compares the spiritual awareness of a wise person to the person with ordinary understanding of the world. For most people, the focus is on worldly pleasures and desires. This is like being awake to them. However, a person who has control over their mind and senses finds those distractions meaningless, as if they are in darkness or night. On the other hand, the deep truths of life which ordinary people ignore are what the wise person is truly awake to. This teaches us the value of self-awareness and the ability to see beyond temporary pleasures.
आपूर्यमाणमचलप्रतिष्ठं समुद्रमापः प्रविशन्ति यद्वत् तद्वत्तकामायं प्रविशन्ति सर्वे स शान्तिमाप्नोति न कामकामी.
In this verse, Lord Krishna compares a peaceful mind to an ocean. The ocean is vast and remains steady, even though countless rivers flow into it. Similarly, a wise person remains calm and undisturbed, even when desires or temptations arise. They don't chase after desires, but let them come and go without getting attached. This is the key to true peace. In contrast, a person who constantly runs after desires will never find lasting peace or contentment.
विहाय कामान्यः सर्वान् पुमाश्चरति निःस्पृहः निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः स शान्तिमधिगच्छति.
In this verse, Lord Krishna explains that true peace comes to those who have given up all selfish desires. A person who doesn't crave for material things and lives free from possessiveness and ego, the sense of I and mine, is at peace. When someone detaches from worldly desires, they are not troubled by emotional ups and downs like greed or pride. Without the need for constant satisfaction, they can remain calm and content. The key message is that peace doesn't come from fulfilling desires, but from letting go of them and living without attachment to possessions or the ego. This leads to a life of balance and inner tranquility.
एषा ब्राह्मी स्थितिः पार्थ नैनां प्राप्य विभुव्यति स्थित्वा स्यामन्तकालेऽपि ब्रह्मनिर्वाणमृच्छति.
This verse explains the ultimate state of spiritual realization known as Brahmasthiti or divine consciousness. Lord Krishna tells Arjuna that when a person reaches this state of inner stability and wisdom, they are no longer confused or troubled by life's difficulties. They are firmly rooted in peace and clarity. Even at the time of death, if a person remains in this peaceful state, they achieve Brahmana Nirvana, which means freedom from the cycle of birth and death. This state is not affected by external circumstances, as the person has transcended all desires and attachments, leading to ultimate peace and liberation. The main point is that true peace and enlightenment are achieved through detachment, wisdom, and inner peace.